Hey folks, Species7 here, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to Farm Sim 17. And now today, normally I do map reviews. This is actually a map preview. This is in an alpha state, not yet really released, but sort of. This is Pleasant Valley 17, and much like Pleasant Valley was in 15, it is a map with muchos more crops, more sell points, etc. I was actually quite surprised when I logged in to find it was simply an overwrite of Goldcrest, but gotta start somewhere, I guess. Now, let's have a look. Here we go. It is... It's still got quite a few little bugs and bits in it. I went, for instance, I think it was here, decided to visit. Well, maybe not that one. Woolsworth, maybe. Yeah. And there's the Golden Yarn Spinnery. There's the other place. Unfortunately, I'm actually under the ground. Yeah. And, no, you can't get out. So you just eventually reach a spot where you're, hey, I'm in the house, cool. Let's get to a vehicle. There we are. So yeah, there is still a few bugs and glitches, but for the most part, not so much of an issue. There are a lot of train deliveries on this map, as you can see. If you jump to a bunch of them here, they are accessible only by train. So if you didn't do any train deliveries on the other maps, this is certainly a place to try that. Beyond that, though, as I said, it seems to be mainly, other than you have a bunch more crops. In fact, let's look at that before we get too worried about bouncing around the map. Let's have a look here. You can see we've got sort of our standard stuff, but yeah, we have, well, a huge list of places to drop things. We also, as you can see here, okay, wood chips, straw, hay, and then there's also like sorghum and all kinds of other little crops have been added. Not sure why it shows sand, but there's a couple places that buy it. And I'm not sure what that one is, so we'll have to see. But Browns and Dawson's both buy it, apparently. Oops. So yeah, you've also got like lavender, and it did come with, as a matter of fact, if we look here, it actually came with some mods. I guess one of them would be in here, perhaps. Nope. There's supposed to be some sort of a header for lavender or something. But as you can see, there's a whole bunch of new fruit types added. Okay, I don't... oh, here we are. You get this guy, which will do potato and sugar beet, peanuts, potatoes. So yeah, there's this whole scenario here, right? So that comes with some extra, as I say, bits of moddage there. I think that's pretty much it, what comes in here. There might have been something, I think, in tippers, perhaps. But as you can see, all the extra crops have been added. Nope, nothing in there. Well. So we've got lots of crops. We've got lots of tip points to take them. What I didn't find a lot of was the sort of added value production that, yeah, the vehicle selection is just, it's terrible. Most of your stuff is 4 months old and is costing a fortune. So you probably want to start by selling off all your kit. We don't have any of that to worry about. All the usual stuff there. So Yeah. Somewhere I do have a pickup. Now, it is advised when you load this, it does come with, I believe, 4 or possibly 5 mods. They do advise you put it into a completely separate folder and run it. And then, if you want to start adding mods back in, do so from there. So, we are currently here. Thing that I do find rather disappointing is so many of the roads don't really show up on the map. So trying to get from point A to point B can be, well, let's just say less than pleasant. In fact, I don't think it shows the roads at all. I think only the railway tracks have actually been put onto the map. So at this stage, yeah, navigation is a little bit hit and miss, to say the least. But there are many, as I said, drop points all over the map. There's 2 or 3 bakeries, and I would think, let's see if we can find one. There's supposed to be one like right here. The Stanley Cakery. Okay. Oh, okay, it's way over here. Alrighty. A little bit deceiving there. Alright, so we've obviously got a tip point here, but what I'd actually expect to find, being that this is the Pleasant Valley map, would be some sort of a production chain. And I'm darned if I know how they work. Because, no, there's definitely nothing around the entire rest of the building, is there? Come up to things, no. No. So yeah, other than the fact that you dip various materials here, I'm not sure where it's supposed to take you from there. I guess this is just like any other map. You bring your stuff here and you tip it off. There doesn't seem to be anything else actually going on with it. Let's go check out this Woolsworth. It appears to be maybe this place. Maybe. Alrighty. Gold Crest Valley Farmers Union. Okay, there's no indicators, no entrances, nothing like that. Okay, here's the wool place. And it also is simply a tip point. Alrighty. So, fancy name, Farmers Union, doesn't actually do anything. Alrighty. Let's visit the BGA. Here we go. Huge. Nice. Decent facility. And I believe it's only one of them. It's okay. Fairly standard stuff again. And although I don't at all look forward to another scenario where a map becomes nothing more than hauling thousands of truckloads of this, that, and the other thing, which is pretty much what Pleasant Valley was, again, there doesn't seem to be much in the way of production going on here. It's all... Oh, I might be missing something very badly. But I've been bouncing around all over the place. Again, so many of these are simply As you can see, they're actually tips for trains. This is another BGA here. Robert's Farm BGA. And again, appears to be a fairly standard BGA. Got a little bit of kit sitting over there. New Holland with a trailer and some loader gear. Okay. You really think we're going to do our harvesting with that puppy, do you? Wow. The Pottinger mechs. Yeah, that's to do this field. No, it is. It's to do this field. Oh, that's going to hurt. Alrighty, what else have we got here? Oh, Allen Farm. I'm sorry. This is Robert's Farm down here. And isn't that where we just were? Robert's Farm. Allen Farm. Oh, I see. They're just identical. Okay. Well, that's different. Yeah, pretty much, eh? Well, that's something. How about if we go to there? Ooh, we're in the hay barn. We can sell hay here. Alrighty. And there again is the BGA down below. Alright. Where else can we check out? I'd like to find out. Let's jump to here. Okay. Now, let's load up our Mappo and just have a little look. I don't think that's actually what I wanted to look at. Oh, it is. It just looks different on that map as opposed to the big one. But there should be something over here, some sort of a pit or something maybe. Or it could be just another section of drowned forest. I noticed, yeah, that's all it is. I noticed a couple of these on the map when I was driving around. Yeah, what are essentially simply flooded forests. Something you do see a lot of in real life, but not sure what their purpose is here. Yeah, that's definitely what that is. Let's jump here because there was something going on about sand. It appears that we have sand here. So perhaps we can scoop this up to sell. Oh, wow. We got sand for miles. I guess at one time it was a water feature. Alright. Well, that's different. So that's that. Where else should we check? Okay, this is all the... This farm... See, there's BGAs everywhere. Like, here's another one. Evans Farm BGA. So that's 3 different farm BGAs. They don't seem to be actually farms, they just seem to be, well, BGAs. Oh no, there's a little more going on here, isn't there? We've actually got a fair bit of kit here. Set of silos. Maybe this is an actual farm. Alrighty. Cool. Yeah, huge, eh? You're gonna spend a good deal of your time driving from point A to point B on this one, I think. So... Now again, guys, this is early access enough where it's not even considered actually a playable map. I mean, it is. You can get ahead, start the game, play on. But I imagine it's going to go through an awful lot of iterations that are going to mean you're going to need to scrap your game and that sort of thing. So, yeah. So there you go. We have added sugarcane, sorghum, rye, peanut, lavender, oats, mustard, and millet. So, yeah. Unfortunately, there was not any sort of a PDF to explain any sort of missions or anything like that. So, hopefully some explanation of just how to get any type of productivity will come. But for now, it's, well, if you're looking for a map that's got a bunch of really cool crops on it, this might be just the thing. Although personally I would be tempted to wait until there's a little more development on it. It was released at Christmas time just as sort of a, hey guys, here's something to play around with on the holidays. So one of the members actually pointed it out in the forums and left a link. So, and I will of course leave a link as well. But there you go. Certainly got a lot of possibilities. Again, I'm not sure how it's going to play out in the long run. You know, I hope it doesn't become like the PV-15 where 98% of your time was simply hauling one more truckload of gravel, sand, or stone to one more destination. It was neat in so much as factories got built and new production chains became available. It was just the amount of grind required to get there was, well nigh horrendous. So there we go. That's been our quick sort of little pre-look at Pleasant Valley 17. And get another new crop here. You know. And we will certainly keep our eyes open for new iterations of it as it becomes a little closer to complete. And we'll have to see what they do with it. In the meantime, though, hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button. Feel free to share, favorite, and do all that if you haven't subscribed already. Good time to do that. So, till next time, though, this has been Species7 for Farm Sim 17, having a look at the very, very early iteration of Pleasant Valley 17. Take care of each other, folks. Nobody else is going to. And, well, ciao for now. Well, kind of like Canada. It's really big.